Hello comrades, and I am back. I have finished moving in. I have internet now, and got some interesting videos lined up. So first to start with, actually, right on the day that I packed up and I packed up my computer and stuff, I got a message from Colonel Rooster telling me that the mod InterWar was just updated. And that really sucks, because that would have been an awesome video to leave for you guys. It's a really big update, a whole bunch of changes, some pretty awesome new factions. Let's get right into it. So here we have the faction of Mexico. These guys, I think, are the cartel. So quite interesting. Actually, I gotta turn off clipped camera. If you guys ever have a weird issue with zooming out and stuff, clip camera usually helps. So if it's like zooming too far into the ground, clip camera, it'll help stop it. If it's too far out and you're stuck like something like this, just hit clip camera and you're good. Anyway, yeah, so these guys are the cartel. Pretty interesting variation. This is the that weird US kind of Canadian Mounties hat thing. It's kind of funny to see it with like a Mexican striping design. Here we have, I think, are the Sistros? I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it, but that's some interesting stuff. They have a priest, which is quite funny. Combat priest. Some pistols, shotguns, kind of a just a militia kind of self-defense thing. I don't know, a gang. And here we have just more Mexico units. Rifleman, shotgun. Beautiful sound. Support crew, officer crew. And these guys are just listed as Mexico, not Mexico Rebels, not Mexico Army or anything. So if you know anything about the Mexican Revolution or Civil War, I think it's Revolution. Maybe a Civil War? I mean, I guess technically a revolution is a civil war, because you're fighting your own countrymen. But yeah, if you know anything about that, let me know. Here we have the standard Mexican army. Yeah, this is the late era version. It's pretty cool. That's the one that you saw in the KKK video. I think these guys were changed a little bit. I think it used to be a darker brown. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, pretty cool. And here we have the early era Mexican army. So again, they have that weird US Canadian Mountie style kind of hat. I don't know the name of the hat, or what you'd call it, but it's pretty cool. You have the Mexican officer here. He's got a sword, not an actual weapon, but just on his skin. It's pretty nice. Cool looking set of hats here. Can't exactly see any symbol or anything. There's like a triangle kind of thing. Not sure what that means. We got some more troops. We got rifles. Oh, we got I forgot the name of that rifle. The weapon crew. Pretty cool. That's the Mexican faction. Here we have. Let's see. Oh yes, the Polish Republic. They have been added in. Pretty cool, right? I'm not too sure of what conflicts they'll be, or what kind of conflict we'll have that'll show the Polish, but it'll be cool. So we got the Polish. We have the Uhlans here. I think that during the Napoleonic era, I know the Uhlans were like a Polish lancer regiment. So yeah, I guess they still have them around. Here we have another new faction. We have Tibet. We have Tibetan cavalry, standard Tibetan troops, and just have a mix of uniforms. It's pretty cool. I don't know a whole lot about. I know that there's always been kind of like active resistance. I wasn't sure if Tibet's ever been a fully independent country, but I've always heard of like even today there's like a constant resistance movement. I don't know if there's active fighting, but I do know of like a free Tibet movement kind of thing. Here we have some things that I actually missed from I think the Republic of, either Republic of Spain or, no, Nationalist Spain. Portuguese volunteers. That's these three guys. You got a rifle with a bayonet, rifle with that bayonet, and a sniper. And then you have the national, or the intervention, or nationalist troops or something. Crap. But yeah, these are just some guys that I missed out. And these were from, I think, several updates ago, so I figured I'd show them. The Portuguese look pretty cool. Let's see, it's moving on. We have the nation of Greece, I think. Is this Greece? Yep, this is Greece. Here, let me check. We got several nations here. Let's actually say so. Yep, Greece. So many. I have to try memorizing. Yeah, so this is the nation of Greece. They were in the other update video, but there was like only 4 units, and they practically all look the same. But they've been updated, so they have machine gunner, several different riflemen, submachine gunner, different style hats. These are partisans, I believe, these 4 right here. We have the standard army, so they have the cap, and I think this is the veteran that has the helmet. We got the squad lead and submachine gunner. Moving on, we are on to White Russia, or White Rus, and these guys were kind of already in the mod. I think they were listed as Soviet opposition, and they were never like a singular faction. They were like kind of different units were spread. Like these white guys, they were part of like, I think, Paraguay or something, and they were like the white volunteers. But yeah, no, here we have the Cossacks. I like the green and white. That's a real nice style there. If you ever seen the movie 55 Days at Peking, I think these guys are part of the battle. Except they have caps, not Ushankas. At least I think that's the Ushanka. I think this particular style might be a different name. Anyway, we got more White Rus troops. Pretty cool. These are the mountain troops. The little Russian flag right there. Here we have the Tarik Nazkadish. I can't remember. I think these are basically Chechens, I think. It's like a mix of Chechens and like a few other groups. I can't remember exactly. I can recognize by the style of Cossack. I know that the Kuban Cossacks also use this too. Oh. I am still online. Just gonna go invisible. Sorry about that. It's a pretty cool faction. They have this really tall version of the Ushanka. They got that cap there. It's pretty cool. Moving on, we have, here we go, we have the standard White Rus army. We have the riflemen. These guys, the white caps. These guys are in the movie 55 Days at Peking. Pretty cool. I think these guys are the Wolves 100, which there is a terrorist group in Novorossiya that call themselves the Wolves 100. I don't know if they take inspiration from these guys or not, but I found that to be interesting. Pretty cool uniform style, gray with the red, black, and blue. Not black, blue. Yeah. Let's see, moving on, we are on to the Spanish opposition. I don't know if these guys are like the same as the Republican Spanish. They're pretty cool. Just a bunch of kind of civilian looking kind of units. I think these guys are tank crew, machine gunner. Yeah, they're just primarily civilian looking. Over here we have the, I think these are the Republican. Yeah, these are the Republican Spanish, and I think I did show them like in the very first InterWar update, but I think the uniforms have changed. I don't recognize these ones. They look different, so that's why I'm showing them. And if they are the exact same, then I'm sorry, but I don't know, I can't remember them looking like this. Pretty cool. Next we have the nation of Afghanistan. So these guys were in the last update, but I forgot to show them. So you get to see them now. The officer, or I think weapon crew. You have rebels, pretty awesome looking kind of clothes. I'm not sure why they have the turban. I know the turban is Indian. Maybe there's a part of Afghanistan that they wear the turban. I don't know. I got squad leaders, I think. More riflemen. A pretty cool cap, almost German style. And this one's more Polish style, has a symbol of some kind there. That's the nation of Afghanistan. And here's the Abyssinians. They didn't get a big change. They just have another variant now. They have this tan, yellow mustard kind of variant, which is kind of cool. I figured I'd show it off. And here we have the communist Russians, the RSF. They haven't been in the mod, and I know that the Soviet Union is in the mod, and you might say, well, that's just the exact same thing. And it's actually different, and I like to point this out a lot, is that the Soviet Union is not just communist Russia or Soviet Russia. Soviet Russia was the largest republic, and most influential, of course, but you know, there was Ukraine, there was Belarus, there's Turkmenistan, there was all these other countries that were part of the Soviet Union. So to say that, you know, Soviet Russia encompasses the whole Soviet Union doesn't make sense. It's like referring to Texas as the entirety of the United States. It'd be silly. So I just figured I'd clear that up in case you're wondering why I'm showing them. But they also look really cool. They have this red kind of band thing. Oh yeah, partisans here, Cossacks, just different variants of the uniform. Pretty cool. I like the Ushankas. Let's see, these guys, Spanish position. Just want to make sure I got everybody. Okay, got all of them. And last but not least, we have the nation of Turkey. On the left here, these two guys with the green pants are Armenian veterans. And then we have the standard Turkish army. Pretty cool looking, heavy rifles, I think, or heavy infantry. Weapon crew, submachine gunners, and officer, or squad lead, I think. That's it for the update. Actually, there were a few vehicles and stuff that I can show. Vehicles. I know one of them crashed the mod, so here we have something new. We have the sniper shield. I think we'll try it out here.
Señor, a la orden.
So I guess it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, it does. So, let's see if we can crawl in. Okay, so you can't use the sniper shield, but you can do it there for aesthetics, I think. Let's see, there's trucks. Samoa tractor? Nope. I can't remember if any new vehicles were added, but that was added in, and what was it? Landing craft? No. Not cavalry. I can't remember what it was, but I know I clicked on something that crashed the mod, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Yeah, I got some pretty interesting videos coming up. Yeah, that's about it for Interwar. Oh, there's a Ukrainian war mod of Russia's invasion into Ukraine in 2014, of the Russian-Ukrainian war, I guess. It got updated. It's called Nobody But Us, and I'm going to show it off later on, but I figured I'd announce that. It just got updated. It's a really cool mod if you have any interest in the Ukrainian Civil War, or not Civil War, in the Ukrainian-Russian War. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this update.